Have you ever felt like you're living someone else's life, chasing goals that don't satisfy you? Your parents, your family, telling you to do this or that, or get a job in a field or this field or that field, but it just doesn't resonate with you or not your area of interest. That frustrating feeling of being off track isn't a flaw in your character. It's a karmic compass trying to point you in the right direction. Listen to it. I'll tell you today in this video on how to listen to your karmic compass and be truly happy in finding your true purpose. In Vedic astrology, this path is defined by the North Node called Rahu. Rahu is your soul's current addiction, the new lesson that it must master. Today, we're going to use this powerful point in your chart to stop fighting your past and start walking towards your destiny. So, pull up your charts, your astrology charts, if you have not yet already. You can download them from any good website. You can just type in Google, my Vedic astrology chart, and it will ask you for your time of birth, for your place of birth, and your date of birth, and put in those exact things the way they are, and it will spit out a chart for you. Now make sure your time of birth, date of birth, place of birth is correct, okay? After that, find the words Rahu somewhere in that chart, and that is going to be the house where your Rahu is going to be. For this video, I am expecting you guys to have a little bit of understanding on the 12 houses of the astrology chart, because I will reference them as I talk to you about your destiny and your purpose in terms of where Rahu is pointing you. So if you do not know those houses, I will post a link to the video or videos in the description that will explain to you what all your astrology houses are. So before we dive into your mission, we must understand the karmic actors. They are Rahu and Ketu. These are not physical planets, but they're the two mathematical points where the moon's path crosses the sun's path on the celestial sphere. It's the eclipsing points. This is where they're called the shadow planets or the nodes of the moon. Rahu is the north node. It's all about the future, the ambition, the hunger, the expansion, because it's only the head. It's the head of the cosmic serpent, always consuming, searching, and pushing boundaries, unconventional. It has no body, so its desires are never fully satisfied, creating a powerful, obsessive drive towards a new area of life that it occupies. What is Ketu? It's the opposite. It's the tail of the serpent. It's detachment. It's past mastery. It's letting go. It's the south node. It has a body, but has no head. So it's not interested in the material world. Ketu represents what you've mastered in your past lives, what you bring in naturally, but also where you must feel detached to make room for new growth. They're always 180 degrees apart, forcing a karmic balancing act in your life. You can't let go of Ketu field. You got to keep it a little bit. So Ketu represents your past life mastery, the talents, the habits, the knowledge you brought in. It's your comfort zone. To truly move forward with Rahu, you must first recognize where Ketu is keeping you stuck. Ketu is your spiritual dead end. It's not going to take you anywhere in terms of your soul growth or your soul's purpose. Let's look at how Ketu operates in all of the houses to help you identify your particular drag. So say you have Ketu in your first house, okay? You are bringing in that self-knowing, but you're still focusing on yourself in this life. But what do you need to do? You need to focus on others' needs. What do others want, especially the seventh house, your partner? Second house Ketu, you're naturally good at handling money and having deep family ties. So stop focusing on it, okay? What do you need to focus on? You need to focus on the 8th house activities, the big picture, the transformation, the research, the occult, the sharing of that knowledge. If you have Ketu in your 3rd house, you're naturally a good communicator. You're highly skilled. and you're a hard worker, but you resist committing to the grander vision or the higher education of the 9th house. Usually when you have Rahu in your 3rd, 6th, 10th, or 11th house, Rahu, not Ketu, that's usually good. Unless you are connected with malefics, your functional malefics or even the natural malefics, then it can get a little tricky. So let's talk about your 4th house Ketu. What is that going to do? 4th house is your mother. So your Ketu is going to keep you stuck in the comfort of your home, your mother. But what is your bigger purpose? Rahu in 10th house wants you to expand your network, go out into the public eye. What about your 5th house Ketu? That's your intelligence, your creativity, your children. You have a past life mastery in that, okay, for creativity and speculation and high intelligence. But you struggle with large-scale social movements or humanitarian causes. So go do that in the 11th house Rahu. With 6th house Ketu, you're great with routine work. So what do you need to focus on? You need to focus on deep spiritual closure. 7th house Ketu, you're great with relationships. You need to focus on yourself. 1st house Rahu, meditation. 8th house Ketu, you're naturally insightful, good with shared resources or drawn to the occult, but you struggle with simple financial stability, your self-worth, the material focus, money matters to you. Focus on some activities for that. 9th house Ketu, you have deep-seated beliefs and a natural understanding of philosophy, but you resist hands-on, local, or simple skill building or communication. If you have Ketu in your 10th house, you were probably a master professional, but now your career feels meaningless, or you struggle with building a stable home life. Focus on your home life. 11th house, you have a past life connection to large networks and social gains, but you resist focusing on your own creative self-expression, which is your 5th house Rahu. Focus on intelligence, getting something, get a new skill. And if you have Ketu in your 12th house, you have a natural inclination towards spirituality, but you need to focus on your daily service. Like I said, 6th house Rahu is usually not that bad, and you're generally able to build a good balance, between your service and your spirituality, but your focus needs to be on service if you have the 12th house Ketu. So Ketu feels safe, but it is a spiritual dead end, like I said, okay? Whenever you feel bored, unchallenged, or detached, you're defaulting to Ketu. Your soul says, I've done this already. It's time to move on. Move on to Rahu. So what is Rahu? It's your soul's new assignment. Let's talk about Rahu with some of the Nakshatras. I'm going to give you some examples. Rahu is the area of life you must explore for fulfillment, even if it feels awkward or terrifying. Rahu is hungry, ambitious, and often unconventional. Your purpose is not found in the comfort of Ketu. It's found in the awkward learning curve of Rahu. That feeling of excitement mixed with fear. That's Rahu energy. But the story doesn't end with the house. The Nakshatras, the Lunar Mansions, that we have 27 of them, depending on where Rahu and Ketu are placed in, they add a crucial layer in the context to your mission. So the Nakshatra Rahu tells you the style or the method you must adopt to achieve your North Node mission. For example, if Rahu is in your 5th house, which is a house of creativity, but is placed in the Nakshatra of Ardra. Ardra is a Nakshatra that's ruled by the storm god Rudra. Your mission isn't just creative expression. It's about creating something that radically shakes things up, that goes through a destructive, creative cycle. Ardra is a teardrop. The nakshatra of Ketu shows the foundation or the inner resource that will help you. If your Ketu is in the 11th house of networking and in the nakshatra of Ashwinis, Ashwinis is the healers. Your deep-seated ability to heal and initiate new processes is the core talent that you must use to fuel your Rahu journey into the 5th house. So the energy of Rahu Nakshatra is what you must learn to wear. And the energy of the Ketu Nakshatra is the gift you can bring along to help you on that. So let's talk about your Karmic Reset action plan. This is a 3-step plan to begin living your Rahu mission immediately. First, identify and cut the Ketu drag. What do you do automatically that drains your energy but feels familiar? You must consciously stop relying on this past life mastery. Cut that activity by 20% this week. Say Ketu in the 8th house. The drag is obsessive thinking about or deep diving into occult knowledge or endlessly managing other people's problems. What is the action? Stop offering unasked advice for finance or occult. Instead, balance your own checking account. Establish simple, tangible wealth. That's your Rahu in the 2nd house telling you to do. Say Ketu in the 4th house. The drag is consistently seeking comfort by retreating to the family home or ruminating on emotional security. What is the action plan? Take 20% of the time you spend at home and use it to be visible in your professional community. Or get a public leadership role, which is the Rahu in 10th house telling you to do. What is Ketu in the 5th house? It's creativity, romance. What is your drag? Your drag is indulging in endless private hobbies, romance, or speculation without a larger social impact. So stop spending time on isolated creative pursuits. Instead, use that time to volunteer for a large community cause or connect with your professional network. That's Rahu in 11th house. So let's go to step 2. Embrace the Rahu clumsiness. Find one small consistent action that aligns with Rahu. Rahu rewards action, not perfection. That awkward, terrifying step is the whole point. So when you have Rahu in the 1st house, your assignment is to be visible and independent. What is the action you may take? You could post a selfie or a personal unfiltered opinion online daily. You can focus on being rather than doing. What about Rahu in the 9th house of beliefs and publishing? Your assignment is to expand your horizons. What's your action plan? Spend 15 minutes every morning reading philosophy or write a single thoughtful paragraph about a life lesson you want to share with the world. What about Rahu in the 12th house of spirituality and subconscious? Your assignment is to explore the subtle realms. What is the action? Practice 10 minutes of genuine silent meditation every night or commit to a nightly dream journal. What's step 3? Use Rahu's amplifier. Rahu is a planet of technology, mass media, and the future. The fastest way to manifest your destiny is by sharing your Rahu journey publicly. You amplify your mission by using Rahu's medium. Rahu in the 3rd house of skills and media, say in Mrigashira Nakshatra, which is always seeking. Your mission is skillful communication. What's your action? Instead of just practicing, committing to upload a 60-second tutorial video of a skill you're learning once a week. Commit to it. Because Mrigashira is about the search. Make the video about how you're looking for information. Let's do Rahu in the 6th house of service and health. In Shatabhisha Nakshatra. What is Shatabhisha? Is 100 physicians, 100 healers. Your mission is service and healing. What's your action? You start a podcast about your own personal health journey and recovery. It supports large-scale healing through community. And Rahu's medium amplifies it. So that's Shatabhisha. Let's talk about Rahu in the 10th house in Magha Nakshatra, which is royalty. Your mission is visible leadership-oriented career success. What's your action? Don't just work hard. Start a social media presence like LinkedIn or a blog dedicated to your industry and position yourself as the authoritative voice or leader in that field. Because Magha requires you to own your authority. Magha is royalty. So stop looking for a single mystical moment of clarity. Your North Node mission is a series of awkward, courageous steps. It starts the moment you choose the discomfort of growth over the safety of the past. The true work of the soul in what you are, which is Ketu, is not in what you are, which is Ketu, but in what you're choosing to become, Rahu. You hold the power to reset your karma. You don't have to be defined by what you've already done. You're defined by the courage you find to step into your next terrifying but magnificent assignment. So this is your invitation to finally stop orbiting your destiny, and start living it. So tell me in the comments, which house is your North Node Rahu in? And what is the small, terrifying action you're committing to this week to fulfill its mission? Now remember one thing, don't forget your Ketu. Wherever your Ketu is sitting is going to give you that knowledge, that courage, that energy to push towards Rahu. Because think of Rahu and Ketu as a tree. Ketu is the root. You know, they're the roots of the tree. And Rahu are the branches. They're the expansions. So if you don't water your Ketu, if you just leave it alone, don't do anything with it, your tree is going to die. So let me give you an example. If you have your Rahu in your 11th house and your Ketu is in your 5th house, now make sure you keep learning, getting new crafts and learning new creativity. Your self-expression needs to be great. And your intelligence needs to be there where you're learning constantly. That's how you can have that growth in the 11th house Rahu. Don't just leave your intelligence behind and don't stop learning. Continue to learn. Just focus on that expansion into the 11th house. So again, if you like this video, of course, hit the like and subscribe and hit the bell icon. But do share this video, more importantly, with someone who you think might be struggling, who you think may also want to know what their soul's mission is, their soul's purpose is. You know, I can guarantee you they're going to feel so much better, and this would be your good deed of the day. All right. Thank you, guys. Thanks for watching.